What's up, guys? I wanted to do today's video on pretty much what's happening in the world, but this is going to be about real estate versus Wall Street. As you guys can see right now, there's like some talk about earnings alert. Anyways, real estate versus Wall Street. There's a reason why I'm going over this. Mark and I were just talking about that. He was asking me, simple questions, man. Everybody asks this, like, what am I looking at when I'm looking at CNBC? And the simple answer is always uncertainty. Look, if you are a small business owner or if you're a professional, like maybe you own a practice, maybe you're a doctor, you're a dentist, or maybe you're an electrician, you own a plumbing company, or you own an insurance company, financial company, whatever that is, you're an everyday, regular small business owner, entrepreneur, or sales professional, whatever that is. This this is not for us. Like this is not set up for the everyday small business owner. It's really not. Like this is set up for Wall Street. As a matter of fact, if you look at the statistics, for CNBC, when they say investor, 80% of the investors that are actually investors in Wall Street are actually institutions, endowments, sovereign funds, hedge funds, private equity. It's not the everyday little guy. Now, they have all of our money. It's because if you put your money in Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Citibank, all these other big banks, they're holding all of your money, retirement accounts, everything, and they're investing your money for you. The problem is what I just said, the uncertainty that goes along with what you're invested in. Think about it, man. Most of you guys don't even know what your money's invested in. You're probably funding wars, guns, drugs that kill babies, cancer medicines that don't really cure cancer. Think about it. They've yet to cure cancer. My wife had cancer, right? She went through that process. There was no cure for cancer. When I'm talking about cure for cancer, I'm talking about like a pre-cure for cancer. Like you'll never get it because you got it. My dad had cancer. My uncle had cancer. My wife had cancer. God forbid I ever get cancer. One of my best friends has cancer. Like you might even be funding all the medicine that's slowly giving people cancer anyways. You don't know. So you need to know where your money is. That's one. And number two, if your money's sitting in like a retirement account, a mutual fund, stocks that you buy, you don't know where your money is because your money's sitting in Wall Street. That's why I like real estate. I know where my money is. If I'm gonna, like, for example, yesterday, I took a look at a deal here. So 320 unit deal in San Diego County. It's in Carlsbad. Beautiful property, sick location, irreplaceable. You can't buy it again, build it again, do it again if you tried. It's 12 acres, 320 units on the market. It is going to trade somewhere in that $140 million range. May trade for less. They may pull it. I don't know. But the reason why I bring that up is because let's say you had your choice to take, let's say you had $1 million, or let's say you had $40 million, or let's say you have 100 grand and you're just investing in a deal in a syndication or a fund like mine's. And you were to put your $100,000 in that deal. One, you're a partner. Two, it has an address. Three, you can drive by it and see it. Four, you know that there's people living there because it's 96% occupied. So out of those, only 4% of the property of all 320 units are not occupied. So people live there, they work, they pay their bills, they have small businesses, they go, they have kids, they have a life. Like that's different. So even if you had 100 grand or you had $100 million, if you were to have your money in that deal, there's no guessing where your money is. But if you take your 100 grand or your $100 million and you put it in a bank, 401k, retirement account, an IRA, Goldman Sachs, whatever you have your money invested, it's in a mutual fund. You don't know. You bang it and it's gone, as you can tell. And we were just talking about this, right, Mark? If your money, let's say that your money goes down a little bit, you don't know. Oh no, you wake up and it's gone. It's done. Matter of fact, that happened the other day. As a matter of fact, it was OpenAI was like, yeah, we're putting in all this money, like billions and billions of dollars towards there. Nvidia dropped by, I want to say it was $600 billion in one day because DeepSeek came out, which is an alternative AI from China that use a lot less stuff in everything that they're doing, so that made the market capitalization, the market cap rate, the market cap on Nvidia drop. So if your money was tied to Nvidia alone, you lost a shit ton of money that day. That volatility, that uncertainty, man, do you want to do that? Right? Because some people are like, oh, I don't care, and I'm just playing that game. But why do you want to play that game? You're better off if you just weigh it up against real estate. You go, look, it cash flows. It's real. It's tangible. It's a proven asset class. People have been fighting for real estate since Jesus. The Bible is all about war, about land and conquering land and seizing possessions on those lands. It's not just the dirt. The dirt that they fought for, when you're, oh, the land of milk and honey, it's already prepared for us. They had to go to war for that land. Why? Because people already occupied it, tilled the dirt, tilled the land, and they had to cross over. So real estate is a proven asset class, even if you just want to go all the way back for those who doubt me. If you think about that, the Vatican, how much real estate does it? I mean, the Vatican is the largest real estate owner on the planet and has been doing it for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. So weigh that up against the stock market, which is not really that old in comparison. It was just a way for people who had money or businesses to actually trade their shares of their company to get working capital from people who wanted to invest. Bankers got involved. They started doing all these things. But if you want to play that game against real estate, man, it's a tough game to play, right? Like I said, and I'm sorry, I got off track because I get excited about this. You got real estate, a tangible real asset. It cash flows. It preserves capital. It's an inflation hedge. You have scale, which means that you can buy one piece of real estate. That one property is 320 units. Or would you rather buy 320 homes with 320 roofs, 320 water heaters, 320 yards to cut, 320 fences that can break down, 320 insurance claims that you may have to turn in? God forbid. So, anyways, weigh that up against the stock market. Yes, you can buy a share, but why trade paper for another piece of paper or the digits that you've already turned your paper in to buy another digit of a stock that hits your thing, hit your phone, and you're looking at, oh man, I bought all this stock, and you're watching these graphs go up and down. I don't want to see green and red on anything that I own as it relates to where my money is concerned. You already have enough problems running your business, right? The uncertainty should only be in the vehicle that you are operating in. That one, you're going to make the money, then you're going to take that money, you're going to shift it over into an investment that continues to multiply for you. Real estate does that, right? Did I go over that? No. Real estate's a multiplier. It is the number one wealth builder on the planet. Now, I haven't backed this statement up, but I did hear like 90% of all millionaires come from real estate. And that's because a lot of people that have businesses dump their money in real estate after they've made it because that becomes an inflation hedge, right? Because hell, I was born in 1973. 86% of the dollar has lost its buying power since I was born. And I'm 51 years old. So for the last 50 years, 86% lost. So, but 100% of billionaires come from private equity and the hedge fund space. What does that mean? People take their money and they invest that money and they move it into something else, and that's where their net worth is. But it's typically not the stock market. It's typically held in large commercial level real estate. And that's what I wanted to tell you guys about. So, long story long, take away the uncertainty in your investments. If you take a look at what's happening right now, when the Fed comes out, who's that? This Lincoln co-founder. What is he talking about? Fallout from DeepSeek. I was just talking about that. But when the Fed comes out, let's say they lower their rates. Let's say they lower the rates by 50% or a quarter of a percent. All that's going to happen is people are going to run and start getting loans, buy more money because the Fed is going to be able to dictate financing and loans. Now, if they don't do it, which I don't think they're going to do it, way too much uncertainty in the markets right now. It's going to leave things where they are. People are going to become they're already uncertain about what's happening, but they have certainty, like we said, with the new president coming in, that they're willing to go spend money. They're willing to put money into their business. They're willing to take money out of their savings and start investing money, which is the name of the game, right? Because the thought process is over time, they're going to lower taxes. So they're going to lower taxes. They're going to lower interest rates, which mean what? The cost of goods are going to continue to go up. And at some point, they're going to have to print money, period. And they're going to bring more jobs over here. And because they're bringing more jobs over here, they're going to pay more taxes. People are going to make more money, which is going to make the cost of goods continue to go up, which is inflationary, period, dude. It's going to happen. What does that mean for you? Invest your money in real estate. Don't keep betting on the stock market, because when the stock market goes down, people move their money to real estate. When the stock market goes up, people move their money to real estate. Real estate is the way to go. And like I said, Wall Street, the stock market, and all the other stuff that we watch as little guys, hoping we can play that game and do that. Look at all that red, dude. That's in video. This was yesterday. Oh no, this is today, right? Today's what? Wednesday? That's today. Tuesday, Wednesday. Look at where it was. All of this, dude, this all happened this week. This is what I talk about. This happened because a report came out. Somebody was like, hey, look at this. As a matter of fact, that could have not even been a report. That could have actually just been a news article that says, hey, we believe Nvidia's stock kills babies. And all of a sudden, and there'll been a giant pullback from investor capital. either going to it or pulling out of it, right? And they would have had to get on and put that fire out. That's how this game works. But if you have an apartment complex and everyone's living there, everyone's paying, you ain't just going to go online and have some bad report unless that whole place burned down. And 300 units on 12 acres will never burn down. That's just how it works. There's insurance for that. It can have an earthquake. It can have a nuclear bomb hit it. At some point, somebody's going to rebuild it, even if it takes time. The value of that asset will always be there, but it isn't always going to be there for your stocks. A lot of people jumped out of the windows when the stock market crashed years ago. I'm not making light of it for all you guys out there like, my granddaddy jumped out of the window during the big crash of 29. I understand that. But what I'm saying is the volatility, the uncertainty in the market, remove it. Stick to real estate. All right. So you don't have to listen to me. I'm not a stock guy. I don't own any stock. I've never played the stock market. I've only done real estate. I've built my business and my life around real estate. I believe in it. I trust it. Hell, I created Bell Capital so we can actually help you move money out of the banks. If you hate Wall Street, you hate the banks, you're not sold on your retirement account and need to pull 4% out for 25 years when you hit 72 years old, invest with us. I get it. Or invest with somebody else. But I created Bell Capital so you can have an alternative place to move your money into real estate. We do all the work. We find the deals, fund the deals, manage the deals. And the goal is to send you a check every month on any asset that we get. And you don't have to worry about the red lines of what's going on Wall Street. You can just take a step back and go, dude, my investments are good. That's where I want you to be. And that's where you should be. Now, I would love to hear your comments on this. I'm starting to come on and talk a little bit about it, get a little bit more loose. You don't need to always hear me talk about how to find a deal, how to fund a deal, how to manage the deal, how to triple your money. I'm going to always do that, right? Because I'm an educator. I'm a trainer by heart. I love it. That's a spiritual thing. I want to help you guys. But I want to also give you my opinion on what's happening in the world, because if you don't have this, my opinion about why I think the way I do, why I look at the investments I look at based on this, and all you hear is the training, you don't really know why. There's 100,000 people out there, man. Just pick up a rock off the ground and throw it in your city, and you're going to find somebody who wants to teach you real estate. I don't want to teach you real estate. I want you to invest in real estate with me or on your own and take care of your family and create generational wealth. That's my goal. All right. So Wall Street versus real estate, I just taught you. Real estate, hands down, number one, my opinion, my best pick. I don't want to do this. I wanted to have something for sure. That's real for me. All right. So hopefully you want the same thing. So like this video, share the video, comment on this video, leave me a comment, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Don't be a hater and a hider at the same time. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Let's go. Boom. Are you an accredited investor with $300,000 or more liquid in the bank? I want you to come and partner with me. Look, if you love real estate, passive income, and positive cash flow, appreciation over long periods of time, and you're willing to be patient, come invest with me. Go to bell-capital.com. This is for accredited investors with $300,000 or more in the bank, ready to go. Come invest with me. Go to bell-capital.com.